welcome to this edition of At the Mic. I'm your host, Keith Malinak. It's a Friday afternoon. Hell, I don't even know what day it is. The 21st, I think. I seriously have no idea anymore. Friday the 21st. If you missed yesterday's, and by the way, let me time out. ADD moment. This computer is hardwired with Ethernet, but for whatever reason, I keep getting this stupid Wi-Fi thing coming up in the corner. So if this is fuzzy as hell, somebody send me a DM or something. I won't see it until after the show. But I got to figure out why that thing keeps popping up because it shouldn't be on Wi-Fi at all. Anyway, just an aside there, behind the scenes there. Okay, so if you missed yesterday's deep dive, did the show with Tom Carr, Ghost Hunter. A lot of fun with him. That was a blast. Some spooky sounds that he has recorded, some interesting pictures that he has taken doing his thing. So go back and check that out. We got the playlist for the Thursday deep dives. A week from today, we're going to talk about weather modification. We've got Tori Says making the case that yes, the weather is absolutely being controlled. And then we got Joe Bastardi, meteorologist, said not a chance. So I'm looking forward to that discussion a week from yesterday. And then a week from today, we're going to have, you've had Sarah Sullivan has been on this program before, a coworker of mine. She is the technical producer for Glenn Beck Radio. And another coworker of mine who will be making her debut here, who writes for Glenn, Michaela Hedrick, will be here, as will my friend Kate Hyde. It's going to be a ladies type show again. So be sure to tune in for that. Okay, I think that's everything I needed to do here. We got Tim Young. He's been on this program before. We've got his fiance, Alex Spencer. How are y'all doing, kids?
We're in the same room, but I have a better camera. Obviously, somebody here has got the money and the other one doesn't. Spoiler alert, it's the reverse.
That's awesome. So how are you guys doing?
Good.
It's okay. I thought I was going to be on the Blaze. I'm going to text you a bunch about this afterwards, very angrily. Keith, that's an inside joke.
I have no idea. I don't know.
I can promise you definitely didn't think
that.
No,
they're never going to put me on the Blaze.
So I was putting together today's show, and
he's going to cut me off before I start going off on the Blaze.
I'm not gonna cut you off at all.
They're never hiring. Here's the thing. I've realized something in my life.
Let him talk. He's the host.
They're never. Shut up. They're never going to hire me at the Blaze, so I can say whatever I want. Fuck them. All right, go ahead.
He works there.
Well, no, that's right. He does. None of the opinions that come out of my mouth are Keith's.
Keith's going to be all of our bosses someday.
Awesome day. I don't know that that's true at all. So I was putting together today's show, and it typically rolls animal video heavy, and today is no different.
Like Sarah Gonzalez's show.
What's that?
Sarah Gonzalez is animal video heavy, isn't it?
No.
Is it really? I honestly have no idea.
You don't watch the product? It's amazing.
I'm not in charge.
Okay.
I got yards to mow, man, which I'm going to be doing after this. I can't wait. Okay, so I'm putting it together, and I thought, man, it's not just videos of animals. I've got stories about animals. We're going to have fun. But I wonder if y'all have ever heard of, because I hadn't until I read this story, have you ever heard of the necks for sex theory? You have?
Pardon? No. What?
What's weird is that I think so. He's got a board like Karl Rove does now, apparently, and I think he's had necks for sex with enough necks.
I don't even understand what you guys are talking about.
Us guys, I don't know what's going on here. By the way, before we proceed here, Tim Young, tell everyone. Obviously, you can follow Tim at Tim Runs His Mouth. Alex Spencer. Alex did not put her Twitter handle up there. What is it? Is it just Alex?
Just Spencer? Alex Spencer USA. I didn't know that was the standard. I didn't know we were supposed to.
Yeah, that's
it said name, and so I just put my name.
Yeah, you can edit that right now. I think on the fly if you like. No,
I don't need to be observed by people. I don't need to be perceived.
Okay, all right. So what are you guys doing lately here? Before we continue with the necks for sex, as I've left that teaser out there. Tell everybody where they can find your stuff and what you're doing. I guess I should have done that at the onset here.
Timothy.
Well, I'll be on the Sarah Gonzalez show.
No,
Never.
you won't.
Never.
Oh my God.
Where? Be honest.
What? I'll be honest. I'm on stuff. What? I don't know. What am I doing?
Say your handle.
Oh, Tim Runs His Mouth. It's right there.
I guess everything's there. Just say everything's there and we'll move on.
Everything's right there. Where can people find? They can find your stuff at Optimize Influence. We should all go.
That's true. I'd rather them go to my business page than my personal. Except I will say, I don't know if this integrates at all with the animal stories, but I do have quite a few stories up right now on Alex Spencer USA on Instagram of neighborhood squirrel.
Roger.
I should have worn the Roger shirt here.
Wait, what's the story here? I want to hear the story.
There's a squirrel in our neighborhood. We feed it. He's our friend now. You can watch the stories. Like
all
right. So
he waits at our door in the morning.
So where do people go to see the stories of Roger?
Alex Spencer USA, as in United States of America.
Yeah, not the other USA.
On Instagram.
All right, very cool. All right, so we'll check that out because I need to see this. It sounds like
Adams likes my hat.
I know. I was just about to say that. I was reading.
Yeah, this is a no hat. I sell these on my website, timyoung.com/store.
timyoung.com/store. You got to get that in there. Yeah, the no hats. I like it. Okay, so next for sex is the operating theory evolutionists have gone by for giraffes forever, saying that this is the weirdest story, y'all. Saying that dude giraffes have longer necks because it impresses the ladies. Am I right? The longer the neck. So then they just realized, and this is the most bizarre tale. This is actually from Business Insider. That they took a picture. They've been studying pictures of giraffes, and this is a true paragraph here from this story. They counted pixels in each photo of both captive and wild giraffes to measure various body parts, including the neck, legs, and body trunk. When they crunched the numbers, they discovered that males don't have longer necks. For years, they've been studying giraffes, and only now, because they counted the pixels in pictures, discovered it's the females that have longer necks. It blew their minds, apparently. So now they think it's because women are, females are picky eaters, and they have to stretch further for tasty leaves. I mean, it's the most bizarre story. I was reading this, and I thought, I cannot believe that we're only now discovering that females actually have longer necks. I don't know. I just thought it was
why was this research not done originally?
Right. Wait, why do we need
Why did they make the conclusion without? That seems like the least.
Like, don't they measure them?
Yeah, wait, why would that? Were we in that small of a margin of difference that was the. I think that it's because, I mean, if you think, like, I feel like for human beings, it's more important for a woman to have a long feminine neck. You don't really think of that with men, but like models have long necks. So I would actually have assumed that. Could have saved a lot of years of research and money for whoever the giraffe scientists are. I used to collect giraffes, so.
Oh, that's your thing?
Not real ones.
Like little figurines or something?
Toys.
Did you have female ones with longer necks?
I would have to count the pixels.
Benjamin Flensburg thinks that Keith is looking more and more like Stonewall Jackson.
I don't know. I guess I better shave, huh?
Oh my goodness!
So Alex, is that what drew you to Tim? Was his long neck?
No, I have a longer neck.
Yeah, she definitely has a longer neck.
I have a very long neck.
Awesome. All right, very good. All right, so Alex, so you really like we're learning this about you. You used to collect like giraffe figurines or little toys or whatever.
Mostly stuffed animals.
Okay. Well, Tim is a big collector. Was there ever an animal that you specifically collected, Tim?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Just everything.
Everything. We've reached a point, by the way, Keith. Thank God we're not filming this here, like with you in person.
No,
I came home after a recent trip and said our house looked like a pile of garbage, and it's my fault. And I just went to Sam's Club and bought about a dozen 27-gallon boxes and just started boxing everything up to move. I'm just like, I'm over it. Well, we're gonna buy a house. We're gonna figure it out
somewhere. Yeah, doesn't hurt to just have everything not.
But you've been here, Keith, and it's worse than when you were here. And I figured let's start a couple of months early and just spend like an hour or so a day just boxing some stuff up. Can't hurt.
When you're done, I have some. Well, hell, I'm in the room right now that you need to come over with boxes. You might find things you want. Some of the kids' stuff that I'm over.
Oh,
Wait,
what kind of stuff?
Just crap. There's Legos.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Lego.
there's more Legos. Hang on. Yep, I got more Legos over there. Yeah.
Pat Gray's selling his house?
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna? Are they moving him to a home finally, or like what's the?
Oh, get out! Stop. Okay. Let's see.
Come on,
my
man.
gosh! Hold on, I got another. I knew I had more animal stories. Have you guys heard of Diesel the donkey? Hang on.
Alex,
Hold on a second.
Donkey?
Let me show y'all. Let me
yeah.
show you how professional I am. Hang on a second. Hang on. Because I am on top of it. I thought I was so prepared for today. I had all of these tabs ready
Don't
to
worry
go.
about it. We're not prepared.
Look at that. I had all these
Look at that. That's
ready
nice.
to go.
You have to prep, dude. You basically are that morning show over at the Blaze. So like you have to prep and then do 3 hours of radio in the mornings every morning. And then I mean, you're my producer when I'm in first. I was in for Sirius XM on Wednesday. And
what do you mean I'm your producer for Sirius XM when you fill in over there? What does that mean?
I watch your show and it's so like the bullet points are. Do you need me to mute you, Alex, so you can sneeze?
Okay, that should have been
You can just wave to me. I have the mute button. I mean, your production is so good over there that like you catch stuff that I don't catch, and vice versa. By the way, I think I sent you something this week that you didn't see, but like, you know that like when I fill in for radio, I just watch your show, and like I know how to like everything is white noise other than the bullet points that you make, and then I like write.
You may. Credit to you on the Corey Bush crazy stuff, man. But I'm measuring. I'm looking at this picture. I'm trying to figure out which one the female, which one the male is, just by measuring.
Well, the male is obviously the tiny one.
Yeah.
That one has the shortest neck. It's the middle one. It's 2 females.
Clearly.
And 1 little boy.
They're lesbians.
Lesbians and a little man.
What is this, Batgirl?
There we go. That's a diverse family right there. You're right. It's 2 lesbian giraffes and an adopted little boy giraffe. You're right.
Also, Keith, your audience says you don't read the chat usually.
Oh, it's tough for me to keep up with over here. Hang on. Yeah.
Really? All 6 people who fucking watch your show, you can't read the comments?
Are we allowed to swear on this show?
We can now.
This is out of control. Okay, so hang on a second here. Let me.
You had a guy on yesterday with ghost noises. That wasn't out of control.
Yeah, no, that was fun. Hang on a second here. I'm trying to find. I thought I was so ready for this damn. I had all of these tabs ready to go, and now it's just like I don't know what's happening here.
Hey Keith, when they made Sarah Gonzalez Unfiltered, were you like, hey, we've already got an with Pat Gray on?
Pat did take umbrage. Yeah, he was
really?
not happy about that. Yeah, we made it into a thing. Yeah, I was like, hey, this is the unshow right here, yo.
Right.
Yeah,
it's our favorite unshow.
It's the only unshow on that channel, as far as I know.
It's the Uncola. No, sorry.
I mean, they made her studio look like a Barbie dream house.
This may be the shortest.
But I didn't know you film in the middle of the workday.
Oh, yeah. Welcome. Yeah. Because you normally catch this on demand on your schedule, right?
We do.
I save it for our
every
end
week.
of the night. We sit around with our dinner.
We do. We make spaghetti and then we listen to this.
We put on At the Mic with Keith.
Who cooks in that house? Who cooks?
Neither of us.
No. Who cooks in this house?
Nobody.
Tim Young does. Alex isn't.
DoorDash. We're sponsored by DoorDash. Uber Eats.
We're not sponsored. Remember you well, anyway, I can't say. I won't name names. Somebody the other day was like, she was on a phone call and they're like, well, why doesn't Tim get sponsored by McDonald's? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't want it. Like, why would I that wouldn't even make sense by any brand. Yeah,
they were like, oh, Tim's in a bad position being outspokenly out. Is that the right word?
Yeah, I think outspoken, being an outspoken conservative. Yeah.
And I was like, well, he's in political commentary, so it's not really like that applicable.
That's what I'm supposed to do for my job. I'm supposed to be.
That's kind of like you have to be.
I'm supposed to be.
It's kind of like the bare minimum requirement.
I'm supposed to be unfiltered and unleashed.
Of being political commentator, politically commentating.
Yeah. I mean, it is Tim runs his mouth, if you recall.
That's
that's his thing. You know.
Sorry, this is Diesel the donkey.
What is?
He went missing in 2019, and he just turned up. He apparently he got spooked and he ran off, and he's been living with a herd of elk ever since. And they're just leaving him be
because it's the same one.
He's thriving. He's thriving. What's that?
How do they know it's the same donkey?
I don't know. The story says they figured out it was him. I forgot how, but anyway, there you go. So 5 years he's been. Yeah, I don't know if they worship him. I don't know if you just think he's like this really weird looking elk. I don't know what the story is there, but
it's like most members of Congress, they go missing for 5 years, and it turns out they've been in Congress the whole time. Where have they been? There. You've been voting for them, so they haven't gone anywhere.
Gosh. Yep. Boy, that's the thing about we bitch and moan, and we want a more constitutional-minded set of lawmakers there. But when it comes to the primaries, man, it's so rare that a rhino is defeated. For example, on the right, it's
Nancy Mace. Didn't Nancy Mace vote for? Alice just decided to eat a meat stick. Nancy Mace, didn't she vote for Trump's impeachment, the second impeachment, and he endorsed her? Did she vote for the impeachment? I think she did, didn't she?
I don't know. Somebody can do my job for me and find out.
But she's beyond the rhino. Like, she's like the worst, and he keeps endorsing her, and she keeps winning.
Bob Good's going to lose.
Is he?
It looks like there's a recount happening right now, and Trump's endorsements just didn't make sense. They were all over the place. So whatever.
Well,
I don't know.
If you piss him off, you lose the endorsement. Or vice versa.
Not always. That's what's so weird.
You tell him he looks nice, you get an endorsement.
Hey, you want to see a hummingbird? Look at I want a pet hummingbird named Hector.
We need this. What is that pentagram? What is that hummingbird pentagram?
I know. I was thinking the same thing too.
Demons.
The demon juice. See, the bird's attracted to it because it's so good.
It's demons. They worship. Oh, he landed on his finger?
Yeah, he's sitting on his finger.
They never do that, do they?
I can't even get them to show up to a stationary feeder in my yard.
Alex can get our friend Roger leans on her hand now.
I gotta go and I gotta find this Roger stuff here. Hang on. Talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna go.
You haven't had lunch yet. It's not a Slim Jim, so it's a First Form. That's a First Form meat stick. That's better than a Slim Jim. It's our friend's company, First Form. Andy Frizella.
Oh.
Great products, high quality. 20 grams of protein in that, and probably 170 calories. It's really good. It's great for you. Yeah, I've been on the health kick, Keith.
Yeah, how you doing on that stuff?
I've only drank one time, and it was one drink since February.
We can't hang out anymore.
March, April, May, June. It's pretty good.
Hang on. Hey, Alex, I'm looking at Instagram here, and I see a bunch of I don't see any squirrel videos.
You click on the stories.
Oh gosh, is it gonna let me if I don't have an account? Let's see. Click. No, it's not.
I am a First Form athlete now. Actually, fun fact. I have a deal with First Form. That's not a joke, because I've lost 35 pounds of fat since February. I've been in the gym every day lifting, and my size has decreased significantly, and because of their products. That's not even a lie. I'm trying to figure out how to do an Instagram story on it. What? You gave me a look. What?
Nothing. I'm waiting to tell when you're going to stop talking.
Oh,
so I can answer your question.
Go ahead.
This guy needs lunch.
That one.
That's a shark eating.
Yeah. He's eating a camera for lunch. So the camera goes inside. That's kind of cool. And then we watch him poop it out. Dying. Poops it out. Just kidding. Yeah, he's done. He's that's not food. F that. Anyway.
No.
So congratulations. You said you lost 35 pounds lately?
Yeah, 35 pounds of fat. So I've gained a bunch of muscle.
But you're not drinking.
Yeah.
And I mean, trade-offs, man, they suck.
Or they do. And I've upped my protein, and I've just got a whole thing going. I've got muscles now. I never had that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Huh?
I can lift things and do you'll see it eventually. Not really. I still cover up.
I was gonna say you can leave your shirt on when.
No, I'm not. My shirt's never coming off. No. But
right,
my whole ad campaign for them is going to be I'm less fat than I was.
I'm less fat than I
Oh,
was.
this is the raccoon that rides the rock thing.
You seen this? The raccoon at the.
We get raccoon.
Oh, it's a raccoon that loves farm equipment. That's what that is. He just. I mean, this is his park. That is awesome, right? Come on.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Raccoons are smart. That's why they make terrible pets. Because they get bored.
You know what? That reminds me. You know what? I feel like have we already talked about the pet raccoon that Calvin Coolidge had? I feel like maybe that should be today's Calvin Coolidge fact of the day. Because
I love your Calvin Coolidge facts of the day.
Do you really?
We stop. That's the only time we stop when we're making spaghetti at night together in a family meal. We stop. We tell the kids to shut their damn mouths because it's Calvin Coolidge fact time. We're like, hey, shut up.
There's so much that I don't know about you. So now you have kids?
Yeah.
Calvin Coolidge is from my home state,
Aloysius and Stephen. And we tell them, Aloysius and Stephen, stop talking.
That's right.
Because it's time for Keith Malinex at the mic.
How'd you come up with
Coolidge
Aloysius? Because Stephen seems kind of like a pretty, just a general type name.
He fights homosexuality.
That's our child.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's
So hang on a second. You are, Alex, the only person I know from the state of Vermont. I never thought
that's
of that.
Usually
you don't know usually the thing for people. What is the population of Vermont?
I think it's at least 8.
8.
At least.
You think yes, he said at least.
I counted though, like, but the people that worked remember the people who worked at that liquor store? So it was like 12.
Yeah, you remember?
No, that's in the 8.
Oh, it's in the 8?
Yeah, where do you think I started from?
Got it. Figured it out.
So either of you have tattoos?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I do.
Well, I have a story in front of me that says that you're more likely to get malignant lymphoma.
Yeah, do you know why that is, Keith? Did you actually do the research, Keith?
Hit me. Come on.
Did Calvin Coolidge have a tattoo?
No, stop. This is stupid.
We're not. He should have. That would have been pretty awesome. It would have been it would have been like a budget or something. Alex, why do they get lymphoma?
Unless there's something that's different. So you can feel free to correct me. But I believe that it's not that you're more likely to. It's that you're more likely for it to go unnoticed. And it's when people they make you sign a form when you get a tattoo. That Tim and I have back alley tattoos. We didn't sign forms for our tattoos.
I signed forms for mine.
Who were we talking about this with recently? You did? Oh, I didn't.
So the ink is hiding the trouble?
Yeah, so it's like you're not. Well,
yeah.
I'm saying it could be something different, but I am aware of that they make you sign a form saying it will go unnoticed. So it could be an additional thing, but that's what I had heard. That the ink will cover your ability to see it. But it could also cause.
That's what this is saying. In fact, there was this. I'm trying to find this one line in here that I didn't highlight. But they don't know according to this. Okay, so yeah, this says that we know that tattoo ink often contains hazardous chemicals, and that it's deposited into lymph nodes. But this says that. If you're going to get it, it says that the highest risk is 81% higher for those that got their first tattoo less than 2 years before being diagnosed. And then the risk is decreased in the years after that. But that makes sense what you're saying there.
Yeah.
But that's not
otherwise that stat wouldn't make sense. Because it's like, why, if it's caused by the ink, why then would it decrease over time? If the ink was what was poisoning you, it shouldn't decrease.
Yeah.
It should increase.
Yeah. All right. That's interesting. Okay.
So I wonder if it's just them saying that there's a correlation between people discovering, like that's what the issue with data. You have to see like what the actual conclusions are and what the input is. Because
have you guys ever had a job that you just hate? That you just a remedial job, or you just wanted the hours to tick away?
Yeah,
had one of those.
Yeah, I host radio at Sirius XM. I fill in for David Webb.
Yeah, and that does it for you, huh? That wears you out.
Depends on the day. Depends on the day. Yeah.
I had a job once where and the guy was so nice because he wanted to keep me around, and yet he didn't have enough duties there at the radio station. And so he basically invented a job for me, but there was just not enough for me to do in the course of a day. And I remember I would go to the bathroom with the sports section, go to the stall, fully clothed, and just sit there. And I knew everything about every stat in sports during my time at that radio station. And there was only one stall in this bathroom. So when someone would come in, that would be my cue to be like, crap. All right. Somebody needs to actually use the bathroom, use the facility.
That's a real crapshoot.
There's a real crapshoot. Well,
I actually didn't mean that though, that way.
So Wells Fargo fired more than a dozen workers last month after allegations that the employees were faking work activity on their computers. Listen to this. They would sit there and they would simulate keyboard activity to make it look like they were working. I mean, this sounds like...
I don't have a job that I didn't like, but I was recently on so I do social media, and I went on a shoot that a client was doing, and I had to take like behind the scenes content. So I had my phone died, and I didn't have a charger, and I didn't want to be like, hey, I didn't have a charger. And so I literally stood there with my phone panning around that was just off, pretending that Tim's...
Did you come back later to get real footage then?
No, I mean, we were at the end of the day. That's why it was dead. It was we were out in the sun. I had been recording for 10 hours straight. I had a fully...
10 hours.
Smile.
It was 10 hours. It was it was 8 a.m. through, well, I guess that's not 10. 8 a.m. through 4 p.m. though. That's not, how many hours is that?
8.
No, it's not 10, but it's 8, right?
Yep. You did it.
Don't look. I'm the least gifted with math among the three of us. I assure you. So don't.
I had
any more math questions.
To tell you, he's the most.
I mean, so I had a job where, and I think I've told you this, Al. I did the marketing for that app development company in DC, in Georgetown, and they were a Russian company. And I say this because I guess they didn't understand work culture. And all they basically had me do most of the time. So I got them into every conference. I did a great job for them, actually. I think I got their app sold. But I would have days where I only had to post on social media twice. And they just wanted me sitting at a desk from 9 to 5. And
what
so
the hell?
I would go, I had Georgetown figured out, because Georgetown's gorgeous, right? So I would walk to Sweet Frog, which is the frozen yogurt place. It was a mile away.
Love that place, yeah.
I'd walk up the hill to Sweet Frog a mile away, just sit there, eat my frozen yogurt, walk back, sit at the desk for a second. Then I started timing out, going to the movies. And so I remember it was what was the first of the new trilogy with Rey was in it?
That one. Yeah.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Okay.
I think I went to see that one. I want to say, hold on. When was Force Awakens released?
2016.
Yes. So
did
when
you
Force
look that up, or did you just know that?
I know that.
Are you a Star Wars geek?
Well, I remember when The Force Awakens came out in 2016.
Okay.
That's not that hard. I don't remember the rest of them.
Okay. All right. Continue, Tim.
But so
that was a big deal, though, when it came out.
Okay. The Force Awakens came out, and I had it figured out. So there's also a restaurant in DC called Founding Farmers, and they have farmers, fishers, and bakers or something in Georgetown. And Farmers, Fishers, and Bakers was known for their kettle corn. So I worked out one day, and they never caught it. I just went down to Farmers, Fishers, and Bakers, ordered my kettle corn, which was a massive amount of kettle corn. To go was 2 trays, right? Put it in my backpack. Went to watch The Force Awakens and then ended up back in my... So I went at 11 a.m. and got back at 4:30.
Every day, right?
I mean, it was every day. And they... At one time I was watching... It was when Rick and Morty was more popular. I was watching Rick and Morty on my computer in the office at the desk. And the big boss came by and he tapped me on the shoulder. He goes, "Can I see you at my office?" And I'm here we go. And he gave me a $20,000 raise.
What the
Like, you're doing a great job. I'm like, I was literally just watching a cartoon.
That is incredible, man.
So like that went on until they finally tanked me because they were upset. So we went to Web Summit. I took the company to Web Summit in Ireland, and I didn't know what Slack was. And our thing was it was not a competitor to Slack. It was this app that we were selling was like totally different. It was a really brilliant app. So like it would take like when you were designing a website. So the designer would be able to design it, and then it was a product that would like transfer all the data and give all the coding and the color coding and stuff over to the like the UX person from the UI person. I think that's right. And I was doing, because our founder couldn't get his visa in time to go to Ireland, I had to do the pitch because I was the only one who was like fluent in English. And the question came up, how is this different from Slack? And I had never used Slack, and I didn't realize like Slack, it was just like chat with like, you can just send stuff and chat. I didn't realize I like bombed the question because I had never used Slack. And like, I was just like, what? I mean, it's different because, you send, and I thought I explained it well. Anyway, so that pissed off the two guys because two big executives went with me to Web Summit because they had never been to Ireland. And then they were like, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I was also getting invited to all the parties because I was hanging out, because it's all like autistic people there, right? And then like, so I was hanging out talking to everybody at Web Summit. Really cool people that ran it. Probably all super libs now. But like, I was getting invited to everything and like getting VIP to everything when they weren't. And they're like, why aren't we VIP? And I was like, because nobody, like, you're not talking to anybody. I didn't say like nobody likes Russians, but like, it's like nobody, like I'm talking to people and like, and then they were like, what are you doing this weekend? Because we were all staying there for the weekend. I was like, oh, I got a Ryanair flight to go to like Copenhagen for $12. So you guys have a good time. They thought we were going to hang out. So like, it was like 3 weeks later, they fired me. I think they were just upset about that whole debacle, or else I probably would have had that job forever.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you done some traveling at least, but
I got it for free. Yeah, no, I mean, I did Copenhagen for a couple of days. I did Ireland for like a week.
So, man, this is, I mean, I want to touch on this Wells Fargo story, because these employees that got fired were in the wealth and investment management division. They were probably bored to tears in the Biden economy. Not a lot of wealth out there to manage. But listen to this. I didn't even know these things were existed. These employees, many of them had mouse jigglers. So apparently, I guess if you're a company, you can monitor your employees working at home or something like that. I've never heard of this. You're nodding your head, Alex. Is this familiar? Mouse jigglers to trick activity tracking software?
Huh? I thought that you meant that they had some nefarious actions with field mice or other mice of that sort, not clicky mice.
This guy. This is what I'm talking about right here.
Yeah. So I was nodding when I came to that realization. Continue.
I see. I got you. So I mean, it's just like it. I've never heard of such a thing. So anyway, they cost $20. They keep the cursor moving, so it looks like if someone's monitoring your activity. I mean, that's okay. That's good stuff right there. That.
Hey, Release from McCracken says they're getting Ryan Reynolds vibes from me. I have been called Dollar Store Ryan Reynolds. I like it.
Dollar Store Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Do you own a cell phone company? He's the guy who owns a cell phone company.
An Aviator Gin, and like, I mean, that guy's a genius, man. He would talk about like he has taken every penny that he's made and invested in wisely in things. Sort of like who was the guy from that '70s show that's in everything? Who was married to Demi Moore?
Oh, Kutcher, Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, right? You know, he's an OG investor in Uber, right? Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, that guy's worth $1 gazillion.
Wow, that's incredible. Wow. Mm-hmm. This guy just died. He was 110 years old, and they're studying his brain.
Hate to see it.
He was born in January of 1914. That was that he predates Calvin Coolidge's presidency. Matter of fact,
and Joe Biden, which is hard to do.
Which is hard to do. Yeah, you know what? This is a good time to slip in the fun fact that my youngest daughter came up with, that Joe Biden was born closer to the administration or the presidency of Abraham Lincoln than his own. That's a fact. You can do the math later.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's a wild fact.
It is wild. It's very wild. Okay, so let's put up this video here. Speaking of age, see, this is called a segue in the business. This guy right here wants to live forever or something. This
100% of 60, 50, 40, and 30-year-olds, and 90% of 20-year-olds.
He's actually 46 years old, but says he now has the body of an 18-year-old and even claims he's found a secret to immortality. He spends a staggering $2 million a year in an attempt to reverse his biological age.
That's right. Yeah.
To put it simply, you don't want to die.
Yeah, that's right. The goal is don't die.
To a lot of people, that's just crazy, bonkers.
It is. We are currently in the midst of the biggest
this
transition
guy's
of our
cool.
species, where we're going from death being
Isn't
inevitable
that Brian guy,
to
right?
having some unknown horizon of how long and how well we can live. And I'm the first example of that in the world.
Beneath his relentless quest for eternal life, Brian gets up every morning at 5 o'clock to do high-intense workouts and claims he now has the bones of a 30-year-old.
Wearing chinos.
He takes, I think,
So this is
204
essentially
pills a
all
day,
about living forever.
What?
or maybe 100. It's between
about
100 and
not
200
dying. And
supplements
this is the
every
first
day.
moment in the history of the human race where someone can say that and not be crazy. I think people will do well to go to bed on time, eat well, exercise, and prepare themselves for what could be the most magnificent existence in this part of the galaxy.
He's reduced his aging by like 20 years in the past,
Yeah,
like 6
they just
months.
said he's like 18 or something. Or he's got the bones of a 30-year-old, but he's 46.
Mhm.
But I just went through his checklist mentally there in my mind, and I struck out on all fronts.
I think he's spending like $2 million a year on, I don't know what time frame that's in. I don't know if that's a month or a year or whatever, but he's like a billionaire spending
Look at
that
this.
much on.
And it could all be erased if he took the vax.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a guy. Well, that's cool. I was
Brian
not familiar with.
Johnson is, I think, his name. Is that right?
But you know, I don't disbelieve that. So you know, I'm 43. And I switched my diet up to like add a pile of protein, and I work out all the time. I lift all the time now. And Al the other day, we were just kind of like laying around, and Al's like, "Your hair's growing back, like where I had like a spot back here." And I mean, it's still there. It's not thick, but like it's thicker, and it's like popping back up.
It is Brian Johnson.
From just protein and a healthy lifestyle, not drinking.
Wow. Wait. See, you keep doing this not drinking thing, and that's where you pull me back. And I just,
You're welcome to come over and drink anytime you want. I'm happy to help kill other people.
It's a free for all now.
What is happening over there? It's like a different world than I'm familiar with. So you're getting rid of some of all the bourbon on the shelf there, and
no,
no, don't be.
Tried to give a bottle to my neighbor this morning.
Wow. All right.
And he brought it back. I tried to give him a bottle, and he brought it back. Our maybe drunk neighbor was like, "I'm trying to cut back, just doing beer and wine." All right, well, here you go, buddy. You're welcome.
That's ridiculous. Okay, so this guy right here, he thinks he's younger than he is. It's a teacher. Oh, hang on a second. Let me start this over. I want to go back. Yeah, hold on. Here we go. Look at this guy. Oh, look at that, huh? All right, I'm going to warn you. This is going to be painful.
Get above water. To get above water.
It's going to be very painful. I hate this.
Over here.
Why are you clapping?
Did he like rupture a disc?
I don't know. I hate this so much. I just hate it so much. So I played it for you. Right? I mean, my back hurts watching that.
He came down that. I mean, how that's maybe like an inch thick, maybe what he landed on with his entire body weight. Like I mean, that's woof.
That could have effed him up for the rest of his life.
Yeah. He could have actually caused major spinal issues with that. Good God.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, check this out. Hang on a second. Let me see if this is where's the video here? I will find it. So I used to live in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Love that part of the state. The Panhandle. It's out there near Wyoming. This apparently was yesterday, I believe. Some weird weather out there. Let's see if I can find this. So Chad Casey posted this video. Let's see if I can get this to I'm gonna try to zoom this in a little bit here. So this is hail. I've never seen. I mean, I've seen thick hail before, but it's running down the side of the.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, what is the goal here? Wait for it to melt? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, and so somebody's standing there, just recording.
Wait,
like
what do
I
you
said,
mean, what is the goal? Is this intentional?
No, this is like, I mean, like, it's got to melt at some point and go into the ground, but this is
Why
like
would there be
crazy.
a goal?
This is like, that's bizarre because it's like snow would stay in one place.
Not if it was on a hill. It's called erosion.
Ugh, it does look like lava, Kim. See, I read the comments.
Creepy, right?
That's what was that? Was that a cat?
Wait. What did I miss? I can't.
There was like, it looked like there was an item it overtook.
I
there.
didn't see
Oh
that.
yeah, look at that. It's like a.
It's just a newspaper or something.
It's like
An
trash.
Amazon delivery guy.
So this,
Gone.
I mean, this just goes on and on. I mean, it's creeptacular. Oh wait, what do we got over here?
It's coming
that's
out another
that's
way.
the drain. Yeah.
Nope, demons.
I mean, that's like.
It's
Right?
demons. That's disgusting.
Right? Okay. So yeah, I thought.
How do you have time to plan so much for this show when you are busy
I don't.
guiding two elderly men every morning?
All right. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Here's that. Speaking of elderly men here, let me show you. This is what that guy looked like that was 110 years old. They're studying his brain, by the way. Studying this guy's brain because they're trying to figure out how he lived so long, and because he wrote his first book, published his first book when he was 99 years old.
Was it any good?
Isn't that Bill Gates?
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh,
was
wait,
that
going to be a video? Do you have a video?
Yeah, wait,
of him? What was that? You just had a picture? That could have been anybody.
What the hell? You're gonna have to trust me on this.
But wait, I'm confused because don't a lot of people now live till 110? Why would they study one guy and be like, "How'd you do it?"
No, not a lot of people live to 110.
What? Stop playing these like weird textured
Do you know
videos.
do you know who's lived to 110? Dennis Prager, Lou Dobbs, Pat Gray. They're all 110, and they're all still
what
kicking.
are you showing? Oh,
they're making Crocs.
Is this the gravel that goes on the
This is Crocs.
when you go to the sports place that you run on?
It's actually funny that Alex kind of picked up on this. Like, why are you playing these whatever videos? Like, I decided to put the 3 most satisfying videos I could find all in a row.
I don't like these at all.
Crazy hail. You're gonna see the
That's
Crocs
not
being
satisfying.
made. Then I got another. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Slime? Do you
coming
like
down the-
slime, Keith? Like slime videos?
Yeah. Oh, not video. I gotta seek out slime videos, but slime's cool. You know what the greatest thing in the world is? The greatest thing, though, the most satisfying thing is a squeegee on a wet tennis court or something like that. That I love. I love seeing that.
I hate that. I hate the rubbing. Ugh.
Okay, so you want to see some Crocs made? Because again, it's a very satisfying video.
I was right about Crocs.
See, you were right. Look at that. See, we're gathering up these.
I've never seen this video before, and I guessed it was Crocs because of the mold.
Oh,
yeah.
look at you.
These are their oldest workers in the plant for this, by the way.
By the way, these guys 3 years ago were making masks in their third world factory there on the floor, and then,
now they make Crocs. Look at those stylish numbers there.
Isn't that cool?
I don't wear flip flops anymore, nor would I ever wear.
What's wrong with flip flops?
I almost cut a toe off once, falling down a hole in a park in DC. Also, I just trip in flip flops all the time. Just trip.
I don't like flip flops. They hurt my toes.
I don't like seeing people's feet, and I treat other people the way I want to be treated. Also,
that's the golden rule. Look at that.
The space between toes, I don't think need to be touched by anything.
That's a fact. That is actually
it's so uncomfortable. I actually find it like painful.
Yeah.
To have a flip flop there. Oh.
I think I have one pair of flip flops in the garage, and that's if like every other outdoor shoe is missing, and I have to go, run to the mailbox or something like that. But I'm with you. Anything with toes or feet or anything, you don't touch them. I don't want you looking at them. I don't want to see yours. I don't just go away, please. Yes, I'm 100%.
No, it's just the space between toes.
I got it. But
everybody here in the chat loves Jeffy, by the way. I like Jeffy too.
Jeffy is the 110-year-old, by the way. Oh, 130.
But you know, I don't like the
Oh no, don't. What?
Who's Jeffy?
You don't watch the morning show, the Pat Gray show.
Oh, see that one?
He's the other. He's not Pat Gray. He's
one?
the other one. That's kind of sits there.
Oh, thought that was Keith.
Is he on payroll? That guy? What a deal he's got, huh?
I got another satisfying video for you here.
Hold on, we're not done yet. No, put that away. Put that away. Put that away.
What do you got? What's wrong? What do you want to talk about?
I had a thing. I have a complaint. The only thing I don't like about your morning show.
Oh gosh, why are you doing this?
Because I actually do like your morning show.
Okay.
I don't like Jeffy's music, the chewing the fat music. That goes on way too long with the monkey or the orangutan.
We don't do that anymore.
Are you guys making stuff
you
up?
Really
this
don't?
Doesn't actually happen.
We have a Pat head, Fury and Energy, who makes a new theme every week now. You should probably.
Oh, that's awesome! By the way, that's
nice.
awesome, and I wish I had one of those. That's awesome.
What's that?
A fan that would make music for me.
Yeah. He goes to an AI program.
Have you seen Joe Hendry?
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I don't know who that is.
Love in London and Paris.
It's a pro wrestler who just went like mega viral.
America, Scotland and Canada and
yeah, he's brilliant.
Mexico.
He's got this brilliant theme song, and it's just like
play it.
He's 37 now, and he's been in wrestling for like 15 or 16 years, and he just now got his breakthrough to WWE. And he's got the catch. He's very funny, incredibly talented, and
play the tapes.
Yeah. Look up Joe Hendry theme song or Joe Hendry entrance for NXT, and let's play that with some sound because you have to sing the song. Actually, Joe Hendry theme song is great. Keith, what are you doing?
You find it.
Oh, can I share screen here?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you have that capability, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Because if I look for it, I'll find the wrong thing. So you let me know if you want to get that.
I'm going to have it. Once this ad's done, I got it ready to go.
What was his nickname?
Joe Hendry.
It's just Joe Hendry.
That's what makes it great. When you see it.
Yeah. He's
just quiet until
he doesn't take himself seriously, and that's what the cool part is here. So hold on, I'm going to do share screen. And,
let me see if it pops up down here. It did. All right, I'm going to add it in. You ready?
Yeah, ready?
Here we go.
Okay, we'll get some volume up. Ready?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe
Now wait for it. And it goes into a ballad. And the magic, hold on. The magic he said of this too, like it's very basic. He's just kind of like joking on himself and other like wrestling things.
You don't need to over.
But he tells people what to do.
Wave your hands from side to side and say, I'm making Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry is so prestigious.
I mean, it's good.
So what did he make that for?
Himself. That's his entrance song.
Yeah, he comes out to that.
So maybe like in the arena that video's playing up on the screen or something.
Oh my!
What do you mean maybe?
Yes. Hold on. You have to, so he debuts in WWE. He's been in minor leagues for a while in Europe, and like he came over from Scotland and TNA, which is based out of Nashville. We have a bunch of pro wrestling friends, by the way. We love this stuff. Luckily, Al likes it with me, but his entrance was so. Hold on, Joe Hendry. It's the #1 watched video and #1 liked social media post from WWE since WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't get out much, so I'm not familiar. But thank you for enlightening me on all this stuff.
But hold on,
you got another video?
When he comes in, yeah. When he comes in, the camera shakes because the little arena shakes that they're in for their minor league show.
Oh, nice! He can't handle all the excitement.
Can't handle the right, you got me in. You ready? To put it up there. Yeah. Go ahead. Ready? Here we go. Hold on. Watch the camera.
I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. London and Paris and Tokyo.
So you get it. Like he's talented enough, and he doesn't take himself seriously, and it's just like it's entertaining. Like the guy
so now he's in the pros.
Well, he's been in like the secondary company called TNA for a while, but WWE finally took note, and they've been working with TNA, and they brought him in, and so it's a big deal.
I like that. That's good. I like that. Yeah, he seems to have a really good personality.
Yeah, I haven't seen an arena go crazy like that since I went to Glenn Beck's event back in like 2012 at Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Were you there at that one?
I was.
I was in the I was up in the owner's box with the executives of the Blaze, hamming it up, drunk, watching Glenn Beck come out and hand out like Eisenhower's helmet, and I think didn't he hand out a Honus Wagner baseball card too for that?
Boy, did he? Yeah, I think so. Wow. Yeah. I got. By the way, it was verboten, but I did get a picture with my kids in Eisenhower's helmet. Anyway,
nice.
Let's see here. Yeah.
All he has to do is throw a giant grooved roller into a pond, drag it across
Another satisfying
the floor,
video,
and
Alex.
bam,
Okay, sue
it comes
me.
out
Look
with a
at
bunch
this.
of golf balls stuck in the grooves.
That's
he repeats
awesome.
this process a few times and
Wait
soon
for
has a
this.
pile of golf balls to collect. But he needs to clean them, so he tosses them into a washing machine, and they come out sparkling, looking just like they're fresh out of the box. The tricky part, but also the most satisfying part, is sorting them by design and color, because he doesn't have a machine for that yet, so he has to do it by hand. It takes a while, but he gets it done.
It takes a while, but he gets it done. Oh, I love this. No, this is actually
Once
really
they're all
like
sorted, they're ready to be sold.
Oh, we're
The
selling
best part
things
is
now?
that they look
Okay.
so good. No one can tell they're used. So if you want to buy these balls, I have tagged his channel below.
That's a brilliant business move. I don't know where you get that thing, where you get those. You only have to spend $100,000 to get those items. But 28 years from now, when he's finished with the,
you're gonna break even. You're gonna start turning a profit. Just gotta make.
And once the ball collector doesn't get stuck in the bottom, or like caught on a bike or something, or come up with like fishing line that just screws the whole thing. You have to remember that came out really clean.
That's right. Okay, so let's see here. Let me see if this is. I don't know where that video that I thought I had ready. What is this one here? Hang on a second.
To get whatever he desires.
Oh, okay, that's not. I'll save that one for later. I think. I don't know. I had the video. There's a lady. Okay, so let me back up. And I mean, this is. You can. Hang on a second, because it's a pretty nuanced question here, or answer probably to this question. But obviously, we know that Bill Gates is messing with our food with that appeal stuff, right? And God knows what else he's got his hands in with that. But what are your thoughts on what they're doing to our food? Anything that they're messing with our food? Because this year specifically, Pat brought this up, and we did a sampling in overtime recently, the extra show we do. And it's 100% correct in my experience too. It doesn't matter where you buy your fruit this season. It just doesn't have a good taste to it. It could just be because it's just not,
I don't eat fruit.
You don't eat fruit? Okay. All right. Well, you probably don't want to eat this fruit either.
Don't show me.
There we go. Hold on.
I'm not watching this.
I've seen enough videos of people posting rubbery watermelon. I can't believe I got one. I got a rubbery watermelon. The texture is so weird. Like, you gotta.
That's not real.
Bend it
Or
so
it's stale or something.
far before it will break.
I don't know. Is it not ripe, or is it like what's?
Yeah, what's going on there?
That's weird. I feel like that's a phony.
You feel like that's not even real?
I feel like there's a reasonable explanation for that.
What does she have?
They do put preservatives.
Also, I like that Packer Unleashed has devolved into, the groceries aren't tasting good anymore.
But I think that it's not an unknown thing that they're preservatives. Like, that's not a hidden conspiracy.
Yeah,
I mean, if you look at Burger King, Keith, I don't know if you can pull this up. Burger King just did a really great campaign where they showed, in order to show that they don't have preservatives or as many preservatives,
they murdered a cow on screen.
No, they showed what happened to a Burger King Big Mac if you will. The
Huh.
Big Mac when it's
Whopper?
left out, and
It's called a Whopper.
sorry, Whopper.
Jesus, you have a fucking.
What's a
branding
Big
company.
Mac
You don't know the
then?
difference. Big Mac is McDonald's.
Well,
and a
they're better
Whopper
at
is-
branding then.
I don't see anything on the screen, by the way. Like I don't
So
have another screen.
Whopper.
Oh, yeah, you have to pull. Are you going to pull it up and share it?
No, I told Keith to.
I don't have it.
What do you think he's going to produce
Look
a
up
show?
Burger King mold ad.
Oh, I don't want to see this, do I?
But it's smart because they showed that if you leave it out, it just molds because that's what should happen.
Oh. Is it going to make me never want to eat Burger King again? Because I actually enjoy.
No, what it means. So
no,
it's
if it molds and goes bad.
Yeah, if it molds, they don't have any of the preservatives.
Because remember, there's those viral videos of the Walmart ice cream sandwiches that don't melt.
Yeah, hang on, I try to find it here.
Yeah, well, that was the other thing that I was thinking of. But those have like the gum in them.
When I was 320 pounds, I used to eat the Walmart trail mix. I really loved Cajun mix. It was my favorite thing. And for some reason, I convinced myself that Cajun mix was good. It's good for you. It's like 1 million calories for a handful. Oh, Cajun mix is amazing. It's like all the sugar and all the it's the best thing you could ever eat. It's 1 million calories a handful though. And I convinced myself that because it was like trail mix. It's good.
Oh, check this out. I have discovered recently a Twitter account that is just @fact, FACT, and it's just they just tweet facts, and it's just a fun little thing to keep an eye on here. But here's just a few that I pulled. If the internet went down for a day, 196 billion emails, 196 billion emails a day.
That's a lot of emails.
Just from the Trump campaign.
3 billion Google searches and 500 million tweets would have to wait.
Hey, do you get texts from campaigns?
Oh, gosh. Oh, bro. It is absurd how many texts I get from campaigns.
Yeah, no, it's like it's convincing no one now, right? My favorite are like, this one is from Donald Trump. He needs to hear back from you now. He specifically wants to talk to you. And I'm like, guys, like the people who you're tricking with this, like, please don't. Just stop. Just be like, it's from the campaign, not like.
Yeah, right.
This is Trump's team.
Yeah, this is Trump's team. Yeah, hey, that's
even
fair.
that holds a lot of weight.
Yeah, this is Trump's team reaching out.
Yeah, no, I've got.
They don't stop. Linda in the comments, because I read them. Linda Adams says, "You text stop and they don't actually stop." True. I'm angry at local candidates, especially local candidates. It's like,
get them all.
What?
That's a hell of a shirt. I like that shirt. Is that a jacket? What is that she's got on there?
A cape.
No, that is some like wrangling. That's like the horse. Horse.
Is that even a thing anymore, Linda? The federal do not call. Yeah, it doesn't help at all.
No,
I met her shirt.
It would if you went after Republican.
Like,
I guarantee you, if I contacted the Biden administration to tell them that a local conservative candidate for school board was over-texting me, they get fined $1 million.
Right.
I'm not above it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's people that used to like that you'd see a news story and they would write down every time that somebody called back after they told them not to, and they made some boku bucks. Yeah. Here's another tweet from @fact on Twitter. Your left lung is slightly smaller than your right lung to make room for your heart. I had no idea. Isn't that fun? I think it's fun.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
They need to change their Twitter handle to @funfact.
That's science. That's
one more from @fact. The probability of you being born was about 1 in 400 trillion.
It was actually 100%.
I don't get it.
What?
Too much math.
It was 100. Why does it smell like cigarettes in here right now?
Is it from Bob?
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you.
Like
for the last 4+ years, I get that cigarette smoke smell. It's like a COVID residual where it all, it'll come and go like every 3 or 4 months. And I don't know if it comes back because that's when I'm getting sick or what, but there's never any fresh air. It's like I'm walking into you know how you go into a bar that's now smoke free that used to be a smoky place, and it's in the walls and the carpet and stuff. That's what I go through for about a week or 2 at a time. I'm going through it right now, and I don't know what triggers it, but it pisses me off, man. I don't know if you guys have any COVID, long COVID.
No.
symptoms or anything like that?
Long COVID isn't real.
Anyway.
What? Did you have long COVID? It's not real. So what did you have? Another cold?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you would call this symptom that is recurring since COVID.
Like Jill Pathead said.
What is the symptom?
It's a ghost.
It's oh hell. See, you know what though? When it first happened, someone told me that it's my dad. You know.
What is the symptom?
Have you ever seen he smells smoke every so often?
Oh, you're having a stroke, I think.
Like every 3 or 4 months, I'm having a stroke.
Have you ever seen? Hey, have you seen the CBS show
toast.
Ghosts? Yeah, it's decent. And one of the ghosts thing is when they pass through people, they smell like an awful odor. Like each of them has like a weird thing. One of them is they can barely push stuff. One can like make like humming noises if they like sing really loud, and then one is a smell when they pass through you or pass by you.
Yeah. See, hang on a second.
There
see
you go.
this right? See this? That's toast for dying. Smelling toast. Okay. All right. So I'm not dying because it's not toast at all.
So I guess it's
I like her
called...
shirt. Is she like a competitive like barrel racer? That's like a barrel racer. No, that's like a barrel racer shirt.
So
am I wrong, Linda?
Keith, it looks like you can have the certain type of hallucination. Olfactory hallucinations.
Oh, that's on brand for me.
And it can be caused just by allergies.
Oh, well, that's boring. And in fact, I think it actually
upper respiratory.
Yeah,
infection.
That sounds about right. Yeah, because it actually it started
stress.
It started kind of before right before COVID. So yeah, that makes more sense. Okay, fine. Let's see.
It's a sporting shirt from Academy. I once went in my travels, I visited Luck, Wisconsin during COVID, and I went to this little like horse kind of like boot store kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady who was there, I saw in the back, it was like one of the coolest things. She ended up being like a barrel racing, like one of the greatest champions in barrel racing ever. And it was like her little store in Luck, Wisconsin. And in the back, you could see through like where the office is. She had all of her award, like her wall was coated in awards. And like I ended up talking to her about barrel racing and stuff for like forever. Like she was like one of those kids that like raced, like was it like not pigs, but like sheep or whatever when they were a kid. You know, they just strap the kid to a sheep and they just runs around and they let the kid. Have you ever seen this? You're from the country, sort of.
No, I'm from Metro Atlanta. Although
barrel racing is like so
going back to Scotts Bluff, though, when it's kind of a shock to the system. I was born and raised in Atlanta, but junior year in high school, I lived for a semester in Scotts Bluff. And that's when I was introduced to these kind of stores, like you talk about Cavender's and the Scotts Bluff, the Gateway Mall, I believe it was. They had you'd see this kind of Western wear that I was not familiar with whatsoever. I mean, this is before the internet too. So anyway, so I know exactly what you're talking about. That's a whole nother lifestyle, and it's a different pace out there. But yeah,
I'm telling you, Linda knows her stuff. It's mutton busting that they strap the kids onto. I think she's a fan. I'm telling you, nobody would have that shirt if you're not loving like barrel racing at some point, because that is very much so like that's like her shirt.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
that's like wearing like a baseball jersey for me. Like it would be like
something. But you have to get to if you've never been to a rodeo, if you've never experienced it, you have to get to a rodeo and see some of these events. I love it. I wish I should go to rodeos more often, but I don't. I love that whole atmosphere. I love watching it. Yeah, you know what?
We're going to a country thing. What are we going to, Al?
Rock the country.
Rock the country. Next week.
Wait a minute. You and I are going to something in a few weeks. I'm looking forward to that too.
Oh, are we going to? Hey, you might end up going to a home run derby or something.
Me?
Yeah. So I posted all those tickets on sale.
Yeah.
And if they don't sell, Al's not going to go to every night of it. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. The Major League Baseball All-Star game coming to town.
Are you going to go? Are we going to go?
If you go, I go.
So if we go, you're going to go 2 nights in a row down to that stadium?
If you go, I go.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So am I disinvited? That's cool. Am I disinvited?
No, you and I can go.
Buy, what?
No.
You can buy the tickets.
No. He and I are going to go to FanFest at least. And I figured.
What's FanFest?
Uh-oh. I don't think I'm going to that anymore.
That sounds
It's
fun.
all day where you go around and there's like all the baseball players and stuff.
Why don't you talk? You can talk. You can talk later, and then if I hear back from you,
I told Keith that he could go with me.
That's fine.
We actually have 4 tickets to it anyway, so Keith could go with us. Fun fact.
That's cool. If I hear later, Tim, that I
No.
totally understand.
No. I have listed all the tickets though, because I regret spending the amount of money I spent. That was MSRP for those. So we'll see if they sell or not. But they were like, they go. Yeah, we pretty much are, Linda.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, look at this. Look at this, man. Uh-huh. Yeah, Kennesaw Mountain, man. Yep. Okay.
We're going to rock the country.
Okay. Let's see here.
Kid Rock is going to be there.
What's the last concert you've been to? You said you're going to one? What are you about to go
the last
see?
concert? Was it?
Was
it Billy Joel?
We went to Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks.
That was last year.
Wow. How was that?
Great. Hot as shit. We were in Kansas City. It was like 103 or something when we went into the stadium. And that was like 35 pounds ago. I was still chonky. And so that was painful for me. Now it wouldn't be so bad.
George Strait last weekend. My gosh.
Woo! Where was that at?
That was down at Texas A&M. That's Kyle Field. That's the biggest ticketed concert ever. Most attended.
Really?
110,905 individuals right there.
Dude, good for him. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't get to many concerts, and none that I've been to have had nearly that many. But somebody do my job for me and tell me if I'd like to know how many people fit inside the sphere. U2 sphere capacity. Let's see what that is.
What's your favorite George Strait song?
I'm not a country guy. I mean,
there's a song that you know.
All my exes live in Texas. It's very catchy.
Correct.
But
that's the one I don't. That's the one I know.
Yeah.
Because
I don't mind him. I never think when I got Spotify on. You know what? I need to listen to some George Strait.
Linda Adams was at Chad Prather's show the day she couldn't go see George Strait because she went to see Chad Prather.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, Danny Kaye's a big fan of George Strait. Let's see here. There we go. Boom.
She was at Chad Prather's with the Ragamuffins. Were all the Ragamuffins there? Or do they only show up and are the Ragamuffins? Do they have like do they have interchangeable members, or is it just one group of Ragamuffins? I didn't know Ragamuffin was a biblical term. Did you know that?
No. Google's really doing well there, huh?
Steve and Ben from the Ragamuffins were there. Linda's telling us. Steve, Ben, and Chad.
Okay.
What's your favorite Ragamuffin song, Linda?
Let's just wait. Let's wait for Linda to reply here.
That's right. No, Chad, Steve Helms, Ben McPherson, very rarely a drummer. Can't afford one.
Okay.
It's on there. It's a budget. You don't need that.
By the way, if anyone ever gets a chance to go see Guster, that's the most recent concert I've been to.
My mom loves Guster.
I tell you.
She does not stop talking about Guster.
Uh-oh, where'd she go?
What happened?
I just...
Did you just disconnect?
She's invisible. I got to add her back in, I guess.
I
just hear her. She's not on the screen at all.
Well,
I can't even bring her back in.
Side, so you can hear her.
Yeah. No, I went to go click back to the tab so I could see you guys because I'm like working since it's just in the middle of the workday. I'm working and I went to click back on the tab and I clicked the X button.
Yeah.
Should I just be here as a ghost?
No.
one
I love it. It kind of connects us to yesterday's show. If anyone missed the Thursday live stream, that's what we did. We went ghost hunting.
Let me finish this email.
Linda's
and then
favorite Ragamuffin song is Ben singing "I Like Big Butts." What's your favorite Ragamuffin song, Keith?
I'm not even familiar with what is being talked about right now.
That's Chad Prather's band that he tours with, Keith.
I didn't realize this. I apologize.
I don't have a band. You know, when I tour, you know who I go with? Tim Young.
Yeah.
I go with I go with whatever shitty sound and audio and video tech I can take.
Hey, you do a great stand-up. I've been to one of your shows.
You've been to the one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the one.
That
was the one.
I'm doing another one coming up September.
Is TimYoung.com still a thing? TimYoung.com?
Yeah. Can you type louder?
No, that's how I type.
So could people buy tickets to your show through that website eventually?
Well, we're gonna have it through. It's gonna be a fundraiser. This next one's gonna be a fundraiser for Wise County Republicans. We're gonna take the special through that, and a couple of congressmen are gonna be there. So it's gonna be embarrassing for people.
Oh no! Yeah.
I mean, I did Steve Dace's birthday. That was a show. Were you invited to that? Probably not. Not all staff were invited. It wasn't an all staff.
Yeah.
It wasn't an all hands on deck.
Well, it was in Iowa, right?
You know who was there? Sarah Gonzalez.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
So.
Very good. Very good. I want to point something out here because Linda, I think, is upset. And if I'm wrong on this, Linda, you're upset that I don't have a clue what the Ragamuffins thing are, right? So I just want to point out. I just want to point out it's
livid.
It's EI on Keith. In fact, it even says it right there. If you want to just copy it, like right.
She just was so upset. Listen, hey, I understand.
She was just in a rage. KIE.
You think you've got an own on Linda because she misspelled your name, but she was just typing it out in all caps quickly because of her fury that you don't know what the Ragamuffins are.
I got it. But I before E, except after C, Keith, and Weird. That's how you remember.
But that was so. I actually can't believe you don't know what the Ragamuffins are.
I guess I don't get out much.
Chad has only made like $85 million touring with it. He literally I think he's on he sells out not arenas, but like theaters every week with the Ragamuffins.
You're back.
Al knows what raise your hand if you know what the Ragamuffins are, Alex. There you go. See?
Huh. All right. Very good.
So.
Okay, so what else we got over here?
Eat all your fish.
Let's see here. Okay, wait a minute. Did you guys see that the United States Congress is probably going to be banning drones from China? You seen this?
And maybe they should have thought of that when the balloon was flying over.
Do you mean like little Walmart drones?
I mean like little Walmart drones. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I did see that.
Are we going to ban everything from China? I mean, first TikTok and then now we're doing drones.
We'll ban everything except for their actual surveillance.
Uh-huh.
And businesses from buying our land and anything of actual impact we won't ban. Anything that, makes people feel like stuff's being done, we will ban.
And then we'll sell them our oil for, 1/3 the price or less.
What do y'all think of that? Any thoughts on banning products from China? No.
What isn't made in China? I think all of my products on TimYoung.com are made in China. Oh, I mean they're American made. Somebody asked me once. They were like, "Is your stuff American made?" I was like, "No, I like money."
Yeah.
No, but American money goes to me because of it. More American money goes to me.
Well, that's what a lot of people do. Like those accounts that
Patch is probably made in China.
There are a lot of Patriot clothing brands that are just drop shipped from China, and they're like, "Oh, you're supporting Patriot because we package it up."
Sue, I prefer Kevin over.
Yeah, that.
Wait, why would they call you Kevin?
Because
I don't know. Tell me more about the Ragamuffins.
They're an amazing band. Ben sings a version of "I Like Big Butts." It's hilarious. It's amazing. Chad Prather's, of course, the front man. You might know him from the Chad Prather Show.
Do they do Mammy?
They have a whole Al Jolson tribute segment, I hear. 20 minutes.
Speaking of stuff that's no longer made here or what have you, Tupperware completely gone from the United States of America.
Really?
Yeah, it's gone.
Tupperware?
So I actually, on our counter downstairs, on our kitchen.
You can't buy Tupperware anymore?
No. They're still going to make it. They're just going to make it in Mexico, no longer in South Carolina.
Fun fact, downstairs on our counter, one of the things I got from an antique mall is a challenge coin from the opening of the Tupperware plant in the 80s or 70s. I've got a
I didn't know Tupperware was the brand name.
Yes. Those, those orange and yellow. So I have orange and yellow bowls I used to eat.
So what is the
my cereal out of as a kid?
called?
Shut up. You're muted. As a kid, I used to eat my cereal out of these Tupperware like storage bowls. Like they were orange and yellow, these little ones with little handles on the side. And I went and rebought them from an antique mall.
Oh, wow.
So now you're back at now. I just wanted to get that story out for the people. They wanted to know about that.
But so wait, so what do you call the product that Tupperware makes?
Tupperware.
Little bins.
Plastic bins.
No, what do you
Kleenex,
call it?
Kleenex makes.
No,
Kleenex.
I know, but Kleenex makes bandages. Or sorry, that's bandages.
Tissues.
Band-Aid
They
makes
make tissues.
bandages.
Kleenex
Kleenex
makes
makes
tissues.
tissues.
Band-Aids make bandages. What do Tupperware make?
Storage containers.
Little
Storage,
bins.
Little plastic containers.
Storage. Yeah, Linda's with me.
Yeah, but I know, but what would you call that? Because tissue, everyone knows that word. There's not like an
Kleenex.
easy way to say Tupperware other than
Mhm.
Tupperware.
Yeah. I don't know.
there's no
Now
one
it's
for-
Little bins.
now it's El Tupperwero because it's no longer made here. It's made in Mexico. See. Let's see here. I had this video on my timeline recently. Let's see if I can call it up here. And I just love this kid. This is the kid, like when war breaks out, not if. This is the kid that you want fighting for America. And let's see. So his parents set up this obstacle course in their backyard, it looks like here. And this kid is awesome. Watch this. Tell me you don't want this kid on Special Forces in a few years.
3, 2, 1, go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Move quick. There it is. Let's flow right into it. Let's go. Be confident. Yes, sir. Let's be confident. Finish it.
My arms hurt.
Finish it.
Ooh, that's
Yes, sir. Come on, you're there. Come on, last part. Let's finish it
touch
up.
the ground. He loses.
Nice. Come on, let's get to that rope. Beautiful. Pull
The
through
floor
and
is
go.
lava.
Come
He's
on, let's
dead.
go. Oh, he got fancy. He got fancy.
What part of Gaza was this filmed in?
Oh no. There's not that much room in Gaza, actually.
Keith, why do you want to send this child to war?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you're damn straight. Yep. Nothing. There's nothing worth fighting at this point. As we sit here right now.
Warmonger.
Like the stuff we're involved in. No.
But if we have jungle warfare, or if it's like Jurassic Park, The Lost World, that film where the girl randomly started doing gymnastics to get away from velociraptors, that's when it jumped the shark, by the way, that movie.
Man,
you remember that one?
That is a franchise I did not keep up with, unfortunately.
No one has.
Jurassic Park. That's not true. There's a lot of people that watch that stuff. How many are there now Jurassic Park movies?
7?
7, 9?
I think it's a bunch. Which one I can't keep up with is Fast and the Furious. I can't.
No, you can. We just watched.
We
Fast
just watched
X.
that one. Let me tell you something. That Fast X, we watched that, and I didn't realize it was a
Ends on
two-parter.
cliffhanger.
Yeah, cliffhanger when Wonder Woman shows up in a submarine. That
Don't
movie
spoil it.
looks like it was written
please
by the R word that I can't say on a live stream. I'll say lots
It
of
was
things.
garbage.
Incredibly stupid people who were like, and then they blow the thing up, and then they show up in a submarine, and then and then they chase them down the steps in a car.
When I had COVID, I tried Fast and the Furious. I've never seen the movies at all. I watched the first 20 minutes of the first one where they're coming down the side of the cliff or the mountain or whatever. And this, so for me, I made it through that. And then they went to a garage or something. And anyway, I couldn't handle more than half an hour of that franchise. I'm weird, I guess, because I know it's a very successful franchise. I'm just admitting that it does nothing for me, and I'm probably alone in that. But no, thank you on Fast and the Furious. I'm sure the storylines are complex and really good, but
no,
just kidding. No,
yeah. So hold on, Ben Flensborg says the first Jurassic Park was brilliant, but then again, it was pretty close to Crichton's novel. Yeah, the only thing they really missed from the first Jurassic Park, because I think the Jurassic Park novel started when the little girl got eaten by all the tiny velociraptors at the very beginning. Like they were kind of like out in a park, and she got like pounced on. She like tripped and got pounced on and eaten. I think that's how the Jurassic Park book started, and they put that in the Lost World. That's like the only thing that was kind of missing.
Look at you. Let's see.
I read books. No, I don't. Also, Linda's gonna watch the new Ghostbusters Frozen Empire tonight, she said, and I said get ready for them to imply that McKenna Grace is a lesbian.
Oh, look at this. You're ruining it. You're ruining it for her.
If Linda, if you watch the cartoon, like I don't know how old you are, but if you watch the cartoon like in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, it's like a cartoon for 2 hours.
I've got a lot of videos. Let's just blow them out here. Let's just.
Do you know that so many people loved your lion noise yesterday? They thought that your lion noise was really good. Everyone thought it sounded so real.
It is real.
It is real?
Yeah, it is super real.
Super real.
And a real lion sound.
How did you get so good at that noise?
I practice, and I am when I say
smoke
"wah, wah,"
cigarettes.
and I don't most it, and I say.
I can't do it. How can you do that?
We may get some air. And blow.
That's awesome.
You need to practice. My mom knows you're good at it.
You need to practice.
I am an expert.
Next time. All right. Next time you film her, though, next time you record it, make sure that the guy with the power tools isn't in the background ruining it.
He's not. Listen, Scotland's a tough place, and they've got to keep building.
They love Joe Hendry there.
They do. He's from Scotland.
America, Scotland, and Canada.
He brought it back.
Mexico.
Brought it back around. Let's see. Hang on a second. I got another quick video here for you. I just think this is really cute here. Another little. That's adorable. That's adorable. I don't care who you are. That's adorable.
That was cute. By the way, Kim thinks that lion sound is fake. It is not fake. They show her like splitting it up later. There's more follow-up videos. That's a real sound. Also, what a weird thing to fake, right? Like if you're gonna do that, at least
cool animal.
Yeah, like yeah.
I like history. I like cool stuff. This is what I started to play earlier. Check this out. So I never knew this existed.
Is a ruler who will
Nero.
stop at nothing to get whatever he desires. This room is one of the most sophisticated machines in the ancient world. But how do his engineers power it?
Slaves.
This nearby
lame?
aqueduct could
No, I
be
said
a
slaves.
Oh, slaves.
The remains of the aqueduct lie close to Nero's palace. Nero can divert its water to the base of his rotating dining room. The water feeds a huge water wheel, 2 stories high. It turns night and day with the constant flow.
Wow.
Connected to the wheel are a series of cogs and gears. These transmit the force of the water up towards the rotating floor. The dining room perpetually rotates, allowing banqueters panoramic views of the city, both day and night.
That's wild, huh? I think it's wild.
That's really
I
cool.
mean,
We
yeah,
have that in Texas. There's an
right,
orb.
but this is ancient Rome.
The orb.
There's an orb that overlooks Dallas, and it's a restaurant, and it's
A lot of cities have this. Yeah, Atlanta had. They still do have Peachtree Tower. I don't know what it's called now. It used to not cost to go up there. Now it costs you arm and leg. You got to eat or something. I don't know. You used to could just go up there and just kind of look around or have a drink or something like that. But I assume every city has something like this.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to get to the Dallas one? I'd like to go and check that out.
At least $20. It's a restaurant. You have to eat food.
Yeah.
It's not a cost of admission.
By the way, eat all your fish. Very upset at my slaves joke.
Wait,
Very
really?
upset. Yeah. This was not built by slaves. They had technology that we don't, and we do. And the elites keep it from us. Free energy.
Oh yeah.
I think that was water. We've had water powered things in America.
But
for
I
years.
don't think you mean the energy is
segue.
what the slaves invented. You're saying that
No.
they put together.
No, I just said the slaves moved it. Like I think he wasted a lot of time. I think why would you just have slaves turn the room?
It's a good,
no,
good
I thought you
segue
meant
here.
the slaves put together like the wheel and stuff.
No, I said that. They said, how did it rotate? I was like, slaves. They just had them
even
walk in a circle.
unlimited energy doesn't build wheels.
Somebody Google for me. Let's see. 3 kilometers. How long is 3 kilometers exactly? Because speaking of water and
What do you mean? How long is it? It's 3 kilometers.
No, how long in miles? How many miles is that? Look at this water slide. This is the world's longest water slide. It's almost 3 kilometers long. Wait, that's not the video. Dadgummit.
Hey, Keith.
Why do we need to look up how long it is? We can see it.
Keith. Eat
What?
all your fish said, dude, you better ask Keith who I am. Who is he? Is he an executive at the Blaze that's going to keep me off air there?
Oh, brother. No, he's not.
They're going to race to keep Tim off TV at the Blaze.
Hang on a second here.
Is he one of the ragamuffins?
I am looking for. Oh, yes. That's it. That's it. Hang on a second here. Well, I'm looking for. I have a much better video of the stupid water slide.
I have 4 minutes, Keith.
You have 4 minutes. Oh, no. Okay. Hang on a second. Well, I can't find the water slide video. Now I'm really sad. Damn it. All right.
I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's really cool. By the way, this is what it looks like at Mount Everest now. That's not a water slide. I know. That's Mount Everest.
Oh, are they all taking selfies?
You have to wait in line now at the end there.
I thought it was hard to do. Why are all those people
No, when you're up
doing
there.
it?
No, technology's improved.
Unlimited energy.
Nobody's falling into chasms and shit anymore unless you're taking the poor people tour.
Oh, wait. You know what? Let me play this before you leave, Alex. Let's see if I can find this. Hang on a second.
We can find it in under 3 minutes.
I'll find it.
It's 2:30. What do you have? You have a 1:30
I have a
call?
dentist appointment.
You have a 2:30 call?
A dentist appointment? Wait a minute. I thought you had to work. Oh, here. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Play this.
No, it's a 2:30 joke.
Oh, I love this. I love this. I saw this the other day. I love this.
See this?
I would
How
do
cool!
this.
Look at that.
Isn't it 4 kilometers or something?
2.
2?
3. I just said 3 kilometers. It's like 2 miles or something.
Oh, you think we listened to you?
Yeah, nobody Googled for me.
You know what this could do? This could power a rotating
dining room.
Dining room.
Sure could. Sure could. Give you panoramic views of the whole empire. Okay, before you leave, if Tim did this to you,
China?
If yeah, it was China. Yeah, America used to build cool stuff.
We probably
would your relationship survive this happening if one of you did
that
this
water
to the
slide?
other? No. This right here, this bungee cord. Oh, God.
How did you?
Listen to it. I'm breaking up with you. Oh, she wasn't ready.
I think that's added in. You know that?
Yeah,
you know
the audio is too clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's too clear. I mean, it sounds.
Also, it didn't sound like it would be her voice.
Also,
Wait,
I think
hold
I've
on.
seen that exact clip from another person. I would never do that.
I would never do it either.
Yeah, you're right.
Why do people do that stuff?
Why do you need to fall?
That's right, Kim. That one's fake, but the little girl doing the lion voice isn't.
Okay.
I think it's racist that he pushed her.
Why?
Because she's black, and obviously
And
that's
sexist.
racist.
And
That's
sexist.
racist. It's sexist.
Is that why
It's
we haven't
sexist.
heard from Lizzo in a while?
Oh boy, I think you got it. Yep.
You're
we have
wrong.
1 minute. What last
Thank you.
final
That's
thought?
all I wanted to play. I wanted to know if how would you react if Tim did that to you?
You wouldn't.
Okay.
You wouldn't.
No, God no. No, I'd never do that to her.
Shouldn't have put them in
because we'd never be in that position. Alex and I don't know if you knew this or not. We don't like walking near the edge of cliffs or chasms.
I know. I could never do a bungee. I think I could jump out of a plane with a parachute before I could do that.
I mean, to be honest with you,
I would rather do that.
After Alex saw the mountain lion behind our house, like literally walk behind our garage, I've been kind of leery of like now that all of the parks are flooded out in Grapevine. I really love taking the paths, like walking around the paths back here in town. And you taking off, Al? But I am weary.
Thank you.
I am now.
Thanks for having me.
I am now weary of walking back.
That's
I'm like
right.
scared.
You live in a very urban area, yet there was a mountain lion.
We don't live in a very urban area.
Okay.
We live on Main Street in Grapevine.
Yeah, we live by the parks.
Yeah, we live by the parks.
I didn't want to say this, but if you want to go for Dallas had one down in the city. They had one down in the city of Dallas about, I don't know, a year or two ago.
Oh, we've had, apparently they're all around here.
Yeah, we have deer as well.
Are you staying here or are you going to?
Leaving.
Okay, well then stop talking.
Why?
Sign off.
I just don't want to be tied down to here.
This is World War II.
She's done now. All right, what are we watching?
Photos era. This is World War II era photos laid over.
Holy
today.
crap!
It's pretty cool, right?
Holy crap!
Look at this, huh? Look at that.
No, you're gone, Alex.
Yeah, you don't want to participate in the show. You don't get to see it anymore. That's this is the kind of stuff. This is art. Like this guy, and this person probably won't get the credit that they deserve for this stuff. That's really cool.
What is it?
Yeah. No, Alex, you got to go tune in later. Okay, tune in later. Look at that church. I mean, that's
wild.
Super cool.
You know, you gave me a picture I actually have very similarly of when I first moved here of downtown Grapevine that I still have right next to the door.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, awesome.
You gave me the vintage picture of downtown Grapevine, and I have
100 years ago.
I immediately hung it up next to my door, and I have left it there ever since. So I do actually respect you. As much as I come on here and just take shits on everything, I do like you.
Okay, let me see what else I got here. Hang on. Oh, real quick. 7 tips. Who's this?
Hold on. Before you do that, I'm going to respond to some of your comments. So eat all your fish. You keep a gun with you. Yeah, listen, here's the thing. Eat all your fish. It's like too heavy. Like, I just don't want to. I know I should have a gun on me, and I do most of the time. But like when I go like jogging or whatever, in my little jogging shorts, I'm afraid it's going to pull my pants down.
Well, that's why you gotta. Yeah, I mean it's
sucks.
That's the thing. That's the thing. You gotta wear pants typically. Yeah, if you're
but now that our parks back by our house, there's a place called Katie's Woods Park, and even like up. So all the parks, they had the water's up. I think like 40 feet.
It's ridiculous right now.
And because they can't drain it because all the water's up across the state, so it would just flood out the next place. But all of the picnic areas, like where it would be probably, I think the picnic area, like even because they have like kind of covers on them, like kind of modern covers that kind of go over top of like the bench. I want to say it's like 10 feet, and they're all underwater.
Oh, hold on. Look at that right there. That's a good suggestion right there. A bicep strap for your gun.
Yeah, I like front carrying though because it's a lot faster. But my problem is too. So like, you ready for the complexities of like running when there's mountain lions? Like I like to have headphones in too, and I gotta like literally keep my head on a swivel. Like I am. There are not many things that will get me legitimately scared. Things that can eat me, that are wild animals, that are basically larger than me or in the ballpark, are not my favorite thing. And I know for the most part they'll avoid you, but actually they're probably having a field day, the mountain lions, because all the birds and stuff are pushed up and all the little rodents and stuff are pushed up a little bit now to their normal habitat. So like they're probably just snacking all day long. But when we saw this thing, we called 311, you know, I don't know if it's 311, but we called the non-emergency number. And Grapevine police were like, yeah, we have those around. I was like, I think we have a mountain lion. They're like, yeah, we have those around. Did it look sick? I'm like, what? I don't fucking know what this thing.
If you said yes, they would have come out and put a cap in its ass.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I have no problem with that. We're a family of outdoor animals. We feed the possums. We got a squirrel that we call Roger. We talked about earlier. We just feed everything. I want crows. I've realized recently how intelligent crows are. You know this, right?
8-year-olds.
Where they and they can mimic noises and sounds and kind of talk. Like they can do like the parrot thing too. On top of, they're like incredibly friendly. But they have they get angry too. But like they're incredibly friendly. Like when you feed them and stuff. And
They
I'm all
bring
about
gifts to you. Yeah. They'll bring you gifts, and in fact, though they are mischievous, they can be, like you said. There was a parking lot. There was a hospital in Alaska, and a bunch of windshields were cracked. So they went and looked back at the tape, and they found that it was a crow dropping rocks on car windshields just to entertain its sick, twisted self. I tell you, man, that I wouldn't mind a pet crow, right? I mean, the intelligence of an 8-year-old human.
Well, did you see Brainworms was talking about how he's got 2 crows that he's trying to train.
Trying to train? How would you go about that, I wonder?
I don't know. Did you see the Brainworms did a video on it? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't get out much.
RFK Jr.
Oh, is he really trying to train a crow? Or
I saw some video on this the other day.
Yeah, I did get a haircut, Sue. That's right. A few days ago. Yep, I sure did. You should go and watch the Thursday Ghost Show, because I had a haircut yesterday, too. It's down here in the playlist somewhere. Let's see. There's 7 habits. This is, I don't even, let's see. 7 habits that will make you smarter. Tim, you ready to get smarter?
I can't get smarter.
You can't get smarter. It's question.
I've peaked.
Amen.
Alex was here so that she could hear this story that I've said a million times. You know, I was identified as a genius at 5.
Were they right or wrong?
They were right at the time, but you know, your IQ goes down because the quotient is like with age.
Does it really?
No, it's because it's over age. So like I don't believe that my
okay, so you just stopped learning.
Yeah. I topped out at 5. I used to be able to solve, and this is what Al always tells me that I talk about this too much, but I used to be able to solve really, really complex math stuff. And then like you don't use it. It's just like and I wouldn't have, I mean, like I could have been probably some sort of a engineer or something, but here I am.
You guys gonna have kids one day?
Trying to figure out why my Siri's on my computer.
Uh-oh.
Listening.
You want to know something funny? Is there's a guy who plays for the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Braves just played him, and his last name is Siri, Siri.
No.
Well, again, and so whenever and the organist Matthew Kaminsky, who I interviewed here on At the Mic, he is you want to talk about a genius. This guy comes up with a song, for everybody, and he plays the little iPhone, the default ringtone whenever this Siri guy, y'all, comes up. But anyway, Brandon Gaudin, the play-by-play announcer, said that every time he would say his name, that his phone would light up there on the desk.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Can you imagine being a Rays fan and having the games on every night, and your phone is just lighting up every time they say his name? I couldn't take that.
By the way, like, credit to those guys. Like, again, like the organist, you talk about people who are geniuses that just don't get recognized for it ever. Mm-hmm. The organist, and then like, what's those, those, what are those like piano bar places called? There's like a chain. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's like it used to be really popular back in the day, but it was a chain of piano bars, and like you just go in and like they can play, like they're supposed to know like 10,000 songs off the top of their head, including like every fight song and like everything. Like, I understand being talented, being able to play music, but being able to recall all of those songs and being able to play them, like at least decently well.
All right, right.
It's not dueling pianos, Linda, but it's like a hold on, because
while you look for that, I want to praise Matthew Kaminsky, the organist for the Braves, because I remember one year there was a catcher, I believe it was. It was somebody.
Sorry, it's called dueling piano bars. That's what they are. Yeah, okay. She's right. Yeah, okay. Yep.
And I think he was a catcher for the Toronto Blue Jays, and I just remember it was in spring training, and he was sitting in his car, and he was getting to know himself very well, apparently, and I got in trouble with the law. All right, and so when the Blue Jays came to town in Atlanta, Matthew Kaminsky played a walk-up song for him. He played "Beat It" by Michael Jackson as this guy's walk-up song, just to kind of twist that knife. My goodness. It was a funny story if you had
listened instead of read the comments.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It's very funny. You need to go back to the 1 hour and 39-minute mark, and then you can laugh later.
I'll be fine.
Yep, you'll be fine without the story of touching yourself in public.
That's awesome.
Okay,
I like that.
Question: don't assume. Read more. This is what this will make you smart.
Question: don't assume.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm right all the time, so I don't need to like worry about like you too. Like I mean, you reach a point in your life.
So let's go through these. Okay, so
Yeah.
7, you already got that one down because you know everything, so you don't have to question.
I don't question like honestly, like there's other than like people's behavior, I don't question things. I'm just like whatever, I know the thing.
Okay, all right. Read more. That's a fact. Okay, so you got to read more.
Do you read books for fun?
Man, I used to read a lot more than I do now. We were just talking about this the other day on Pat Cray Unleashed, my day job. That I'm spending way too much time on social media. I read over there. I read articles on my phone and all that stuff. But as far as books, man, I got to get more. I used to read a lot more than I do now.
I'm a slow reader, and
me too. Yeah,
law
me too.
school killed me because you'd have, there were nights where I had to read like 120, 150 pages between all my classes for school the next day, and it's real captivating stuff.
It becomes a job. And you get frustrated if you're not making enough progress in the book. You're like, screw it, I'm never going to finish this book. Then you start another book, and before you know it, you've got literally 8 books sitting on your nightstand. You're like, I don't even. If I pick this one up now, I'm 6 months from it.
I don't read for fun. I will show you. You want to see the cool thing I just got? I always get cool things.
Hang on a second. Look at this. Look at this. Audiobooks count?
No.
Audiobooks do not count.
Yeah, they don't. I think I've written more. There have been times in my life where I've written more than I've read. Which where does that fall into? Like people don't think about that. Like what if I'm like producing insane amounts of like content and like writing articles and like what then I end up being like
you're making an excuse for me. Thank you.
Well, you do. I mean, like you have to go through again, like there are people I don't think that I mean, you can be well read, but I don't think being well read is a reflection on intelligence. It's one of those things that I think people pull out like, look, I don't have time to read. I just don't. Alex doesn't have time to read either. And like we read enough and like you don't either. Like you got a family and you produce like you said, like you read so much. I know what it's like. When I used to do heavier production for radio, when I realized before I kind of streamlined things, I would have 13 pages of notes going in for a 3-hour show. And I realized I can just do bullet points and yap. But like when I like needed the crutch and stuff, I would print everything out and be ready to read it. So like 13 pages of like really, really intense like things like to know. And that's after that's like narrowed down. So like you take a look at how much that is and like you doing that on a daily basis. I mean, you're probably consuming more media than most people do, nor healthy people should. Hold on. I want to show you. I've got back here behind me. Nope, I'm going to fall.
Please don't fall. I love how your camera is like,
I'm
going to find something to zoom in on.
Yeah, no. It's that's AI.
No.
Hello, back down here. Hi. It's going nuts.
It is really trying to figure it out right now.
You can see what I got back there though. If you like, it's going crazy, but you can see like I've got the house, the ball from House, and then hold on. Stop.
No, it says no. I'll do what the hell I want, bro.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What is happening?
It has truly got a mind of its own. There we go. All right. So what do you got back there? What do you got?
All right. So I have a few things. I have animation cells back there too, but I have been getting all of the original documents from the House Committee on American Activity.
Oh boy.
And,
I bet that's fun.
Yeah, and so like I've got that. I've got like there's a document on the World Communist Movement. I'm going to go through it because I think it's going to be really fun. Communism, what it is, what it does. From House. These are the original documents from 58. It looks like a lot of these.
That's really cool, man.
Communist political subversion, a campaign to destroy the security programs of the United States government.
I love this.
This is like the ideological fallacies of Amazon. Not Amazon, sorry, eBay. Because I have a antique document. Communist psychological warfare, brainwashing. Like I just
So you got the CIA papers there, apparently. Okay, so My favorite book is just like what you're talking about right there, man. It was printed in
The Bible.
1888. Yeah, the Bible. Yeah, 1888, and it's called The History of the U.S. Congress, 1775 to 1888, and it's got excerpts from speeches. And these things are it's fascinating. It is
my oldest.
Absolutely fascinating.
I have a 1793 Acts of Congress in my collection. I have like Acts of Congress from back in the day, and I have State of the Union addresses, or President addressing both houses of Congress. The documents. The oldest one I have is 1803.
Bro, that's awesome.
I have a problem.
Hang this stuff up.
I have a problem, Keith.
Yeah. All right. Well,
it's like,
hey, here's
my
a fun
thing
fact.
is like I'm a hoarder if the stuff isn't cool, but because it's cool, I'm not a hoarder. You know, it's like a weird. I toe that line though. Look,
yeah, Kim picked up on something there. I forgot what my follow-up was though, Kim. Tim totally dodged that. Are you going to have kids question? I forgot what I was going to. I forgot what I was going to say to you though.
Hold on. So this.
What was it? Hold that back up.
Did you ever watch Animaniacs?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's the brain and what's her name? Mindy. But
that's cool.
So like this is like I'm sitting around on eBay and this was like $100 and I'm like giving.
That is cool.
You ever watch Superbook as a kid? Were you a Christian growing up? You ever see Superbook? It was like a thing. It was a cartoon done by like Deke, the anime people that were they covered like all the Bible stories.
Huh. Not familiar at all. Oh boy.
So I got this from Goodwill. And it's see if I can get this in the my AI does not like me. AI hates Jesus. That is a
cool.
It's an animation cell from their Noah's Ark episode. Got it for $12 from a Goodwill. I remember growing up on that stuff. It was kind of cool.
That is a good question. How do they verify those? Yeah, I don't know.
They come with certificates of authenticity. Also, like they're so random. Like if you were to make fake ones of those, you'd make better versions. Like you'd make more prominent ones. So.
I'm trying to remember my question for you about kids, and now I've forgotten it.
It happens.
Let's see here. These are 7 habits of smart people. What's that?
Yeah, we're doing that. Yeah.
So discover what motivates you and then do it. What is happening there? Your camera is.
I'm doing that on purpose.
Oh, you're doing this.
That's an OG SpongeBob animation cell. They only animated 1 season of it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And then
they
it went on
animated one, and yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. That. I'm afraid to ask you how much that cost.
Oh, so I don't pay money for this stuff. Like, so I got that back when like the animation cells for that weren't going crazy, and I think that was $29.
Wow.
Now I gotta sell. I honestly, we have to make big decisions here. Actually, I have to make big decisions because my fiance loves me. And she's like, you can keep everything you want. I'm like, no. That's this whole. I told you before we started this, and or maybe we did it while we were on here. But like, I've been boxing up everything. I came home and realized the house was like it was too much, and so I got to start selling the stuff, and it's going to end up paying for half of the house. Like I literally that cell is like a $400 or $500 animation cell on the low. And like, it's one of those things like you collect stuff, right? And that's my whole thing is like I collect stuff, but what did I collect it for? Like, I thought it was going to be valuable one day. Okay, well, when's that day? That day
that's it. That is exactly right. And I hate this as a morbid thought, but ironically enough, I have a baseball signed by Willie Mays. And then I thought, am I at the age now where I'm selling my stuff, or am I just giving it to my kids, or where am I at now on that? And I don't even think they would even care. I mean, they're not. I mean, I guess they kind of like baseball, but not to the point where they would want to display a Willie Mays ball or a signed Mickey Mantle card or something like that. But at the same time, I don't know that I want to sell that stuff. Although I don't know what you can't take it with you, so if they don't care, then what do you do with all that stuff that you're collecting for no good reason?
Yeah. No, I have what is this? What is this? God,
Surround yourself with intelligent people, Tim. That is a habit of smart people.
They are like, I'm getting more political text, but this one's so long.
Oh yeah, they're getting longer. They're like they're paragraphs now.
Also, I can't tell if this is a real person. Like
Yeah, right. I know what you mean.
I hope you're doing well. I'm doing this thing and blah, blah, blah.
I do not. I get so many texts that say hi or hello. Do not reply to these people. I'm looking for, here we go. Let's see.
I don't even know what this is. Donate money.
I've deleted all of my political ones, I guess.
Oh, so I have in my collection of baseball stuff that has to go.
Okay.
I have a Jeter classic signed one out of 1,000 AAA card that sells for $1,500 on the secondary on the market now, that I paid $80 for back in the day. And like,
wow.
So that's one. I've got autographs from like Gil Hodges and like all sorts of stuff that just look, you know, I like goofy stuff. I like, you know, like WWF Macho Man is kind of fun. Like that's my goofy stuff. And then a couple animation cells here and there. But like for the most part, I'm like ready to part with it. My Gil Hodges autograph it comes on letterhead from his desk as the manager of the Senators. And I got it years and years and years ago. It's authenticated. And it's another $1,500 autograph. It's just like, what am I doing with it? So.
Make time to journal and reflect. Don't
Can't put a price. Hold on. Eat all your fish. Can't put a price on living through the 80s baseball card era. Yeah, you can. It's zero. Like you can.
Well, here's the problem. Late 80s, early 90s. I was reading an article about this, and that's the era when I was collecting baseball cards, going down to the baseball card shop practically every day after school for a while there, for years. And there were so many companies. I mean, you had You had Flair, Topps, Donruss, Upper Deck. I mean, it went on and on and on and on.
I'm gonna turn my camera off for 1 second while you're talking.
Sure. The market was just saturated. And so when you go in, I've got a Beckett's Guide somewhere, a pretty recent one, and you look up these cards, man, it's like the price didn't go up because it's supply and demand, and there's way too much supply. Anyway, but I remember I had oh gosh, who was the Mets rookie in '87? Oh, somebody stole that card from me, and I went and I bought another one, and he turned out to be a flop. Oh gosh. You Mets fans, who was a rookie of yours in '87?
Wasn't like Bobby Bonilla or something, was it?
No.
No, I'm a Mets fan. I don't remember.
It was a white guy. Anyway, let's see. Be mindful.
So you want me to show you I went through one of my shelves that I'm about to clear off to pull this out for you, because I started buying things that used to be worth a ton of money back in the day that are like worthless now, right?
Yeah.
You ready for this one? When it came out,
Beanie Babies.
Nope. Early 90s baseball cards was worth $1 trillion at one point. Right?
Oh no. Oh, it's all sealed and everything.
It's the 92 Topps Gold baseball set.
Oh my goodness.
I paid, I think, $40 for this. This was peak. This is when Topps Gold was one card per box. You would get a Topps Gold, and this one comes with the Brian Taylor signed card. Remember Brian Taylor?
What? Brian Taylor?
Remember that card was worth like $1 trillion. Like that was like the card until he got injured. He got in like a bar fight before he debuted and screwed up his rotator cuff.
Hold on. That vaguely sounds familiar.
You sure that's not the guy you were talking about?
No, it's not. No, I'm looking him up right now. That's why I got off my ass and leaned up. Rookie 19. It was a top prospect. What was his name? I will not find it by the time we finish up here. Oh, there's a David Cohn rookie. That's cool.
All right, so some people are actually selling this set for $150 now, but I paid $39.99 for it. And like,
how much is it selling for?
$150. But this set at one point, dude, The Brian Taylor in it at one point was like thousands of dollars. I was told by someone that Beckett and Topps apparently had a scheme going at one point where they were working together to like inflate the market. Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on now.
And that was like a big thing. But yeah, this right here was like at one point the like in like 92, 93, this would have bought me a house.
Different time.
Worth $40.
I cannot. It's killing me that I can't figure out who this rookie is. See if anybody's commenting. Accused Dave. No, it wasn't Dave Madigan. See magnetic card. Stonewall. No, it's not Stonewall Jackson. Oh wait, that's me. Let's see here. It's killing me. I'm gonna change the year. Maybe I got the year wrong. Anyway, it's on the tip of my tongue. This is what's killing me, man. And it's out in the garage somewhere right now.
Kevin Mitchell?
No, the white guy. But anyway, it was the hottest card. And so when the kid stole it from me and I couldn't prove it and all this stuff, I was just like,
I mean, you're getting into like 85, 86, 87 was like Dwight Gooden.
I know.
Like, I don't.
It's going to be some random tweet that I'm going to put out there with a link to this. I figured it out, y'all. And like 90% of the people.
Dave Magadan?
No, it wasn't Dave Magadan.
David Cohn was a rookie then. Dude,
Yeah.
they had a great.
I know. The Mets were good.
Well, no, they weren't, but.
Yeah, they weren't. Late 80s. Let's see.
Randy Myers?
No, I think he played shortstop. This live stream will go. Even if you have to go and I got that, I could be here at 8 o'clock tonight. And I will not leave this live stream until I remember who this kid was. Because it turned out to be the biggest flop. Hell, I could go and grab my Beckett and figure it out right now. It's probably worth a nickel today, if that. Not even that. Not even that. I bet it's worth nothing.
To Sue, she said, that's so cool. I hope you get top dollar for that. That is actually one of the items I will never sell. There's a couple of items I'll never sell because as a little kid, when like growing up in Baltimore, in South West Baltimore, we'd go to the baseball card shop and there were a couple of cards that I used to see in the shelf for a couple of things that like we could never afford. And so that was one of the things that I bought. And again, it was like $40, but like that was one of those items that I bought, when I was successful or whatever. When I had like one of my first jobs, I was like, this is or first big jobs. I was like, this is one of those items that, little kid Tim used to look in the shelf and we would never be able to afford. And so it's special to me that I have that and I just have it sitting on. That's why it's in the office here. Like it was sitting on a shelf behind me and it's one of the shelves I have to clear off. So I'm finished now. Magic the Gathering cards.
Nobody tell him Jesse Jones is mean. All right, let's see. It's the you know what it is? It's a I think it was a Donruss. Hell, now I'm doubting everything in my life. Okay.
So that was one of the sets that I used to look at in the case. I also have all of the Billy Ripken card. The Billy Ripken had the fuck face was written on the barrel. The knot on the bat. I had that card. Like all the stuff that I used to look at in the case that like either we couldn't afford or my parents wouldn't let me buy, I bought. And nothing wild. The only one I haven't bought though is a Nolan Ryan rookie card. I used to look at that all the time in the case, and it's just not worth it.
Okay. Yeah, I think it was an 86 Donruss. Was it an 86 Donruss blue, y'all? Was that?
I thought Fleer. Oh.
This is
a lot.
I'm never gonna figure this out. I will sit here for I would have better luck looking on the internet because that card is not going to be in here. This is going to be the most drawn out live stream in the history of live streams.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Because like I said, if you have to go, man, you go.
I will admit, but like, so there's what do I have over here?
Maybe it wasn't done. $86. This is not going to get it done, man.
You're not. Yeah, no. You're just.
All right, hang on a second. Hang on. It's not even going to be in that thing. Hang on. Okay. All right. Mets rookie shortstop. I think it was shortstop. Prospect bust. Let's see what happens here.
By the way, this is a ticket to
Greg Jeffries. Greg Jeffries.
Oh, Greg Jeffries.
Greg Jeffries. hyped.
I have stuff.
To the max.
So that's a Padres ticket from I don't know when. I guess like one of their first seasons. I just have stuff sitting on the desk that's like I don't even know.
Right.
When the problem is that like I find stuff for cheap, and when I find it for cheap, I just buy it.
Hang on a second. So hold on. There was an error card. So I guess somebody's selling this thing online for $30. I don't know if they're gonna get it.
You should get it.
Let's see. I'm not gonna get that thing. Let's see. This is what it looks like. Rare. So this is rare. I don't know what. I can't remember what was messed up about it. Like, let's see here. I don't know what the hell. I don't know. Whatever, man.
I have the reverse printed Juan Gonzalez rookie card. I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, that was cool. I remember that actually. I don't know what the error was on this, and there's no description. Oh, wait. There we go. No. Who? You didn't even put a description? Okay. Well, whatever. Good. Awesome. Anyway, there you go.
Here, I can tell you right now. No dot error after. What? Blank? Is there a blank back on some of those cards? Maybe. Small, large cap error. Did they? I don't know.
Let's see here. I'm looking for how much the non-error card cost. I mean, look at that. They're selling this at Walmart for $25.
Well, no, I mean that's not Walmart. That's going to be a separate seller on Walmart.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, there you go. There it was. Greg Jeffries, total bust.
I don't understand. I want to know what this error is though. That's like the. It says that the error card sells for $8 on another website.
Now I'm going to go to my garage.
Here you go. Trading card database. Error variation. Here we go. Leaf ink and denotes on back. Oh. So it's the error is the period after leaf ink.
Oh. I've already closed it.
That's lame.
Remember the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card? That was the bomb when we were kids, man.
I have a buddy of mine before I moved to Austin back from DC years ago. He had a 1989 Upper Deck box that he had never opened. Ooh. And he opens a pack on like certain occasions. And he was like, we'll open a pack before, and he offered to give it to me. But the first card I pulled off of it was a mint Griffey rookie #1.
I bet he kicked your ass right then and there.
I wouldn't take it. He's like, I'll put it online and like we can split the value. I'm like, no, listen, this is yours. Like you can't. I could. There are times where it's like it's just not. You know.
Yeah. So what's interesting is I worked at a radio station 20 years ago, and one of the engineers was cleaning out his office, and he gave me these boxes of football and baseball cards that had never been opened. These packs were in there, and I'm like, are you sure, man? And so long story short, Hillary Kennedy, my coworker, her husband Jeff is big into sports cards and stuff like that, and we were talking, and I told him, my kids are now the age where I'm giving them these packs of cards, and he's like once you open those, first of all, the chances of something like a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card being in them is pretty slim.
Yeah.
And so the potential of that pack still sealed, because these cards that this guy gave me in like 2004, those were about 15, 20 years old from this. So now I have these unopened packs that are now 40 years old. And it's like,
yeah.
So I don't know what to do with them. I don't know, because I think like something in my mind is like they're old enough, like there is a potential of a Brett Favre rookie card in them. So we're talking 1990, 1991, whatever year the Falcons drafted him and then traded him for nothing. So that's how old these cards are. And so now I wonder if people sell unopened. Surely they do unopened packs.
Yeah, they do. No, it's a big thing, and you can get them graded. You can get the packs graded too and sealed.
okay, so what if you? Okay, is it possible? Because I'm sorry,
Mhm.
I'm a cynic. That people are opening these packs
And getting
seeing
nothing.
there's nothing in them, and then somehow sealing
No.
them back to make them look. No, you can't make them look like
It's
they're
pretty,
wide
no,
open.
no. Yeah, that's why you can get them graded.
What does that
And
mean? Graded? Because Eric White is saying that too.
you submit it to PSA, who grades cards, and now they do packs, and they will grade them for you and seal them, and so you can sell them that way as a sealed pack for a lot more.
Interesting.
So, yeah,
I have the worst posture ever, Benjamin, and it's never going to change. I'm sorry.
I gotta run. I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go and mow a yard. What is it? 100 degrees yet? What's the temperature right now?
I gotta go to the gym and not be fat.
All right. Thanks for joining, man. Reach out when you can. If I'm still able to, sorry, I guess I could text this, but if I can't go with you down to the festivities,
no, you're going. You're going.
I want to cause a rift, man.
You're going. It's just the other events, the ones with the insane price tag on them, are the ones that Al's worried about. So
I got you. All right. Well, hey, thank you, Tim. Thank you to Alex. Please give her my thanks. Thank you to everybody that joined and commented and stuff. And we will see you guys on Thursday with another live stream. Thanks, buddy.
See ya.